The Tennessee Titans. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back here. The 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action. Here's Levis. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Greg George deep for Arizona. That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right back to Conner here on 1st. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Murray now. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals 7, Titans 0. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the home. They've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis sets up to throw here. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the car fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And taken right at the 35. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the move to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Connor up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers. And
into the end zone for the Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 29 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he can't. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They run behind center with Conner. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. First down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, fancy. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Screen pass to Conner. Fights loose. He's got room to roam. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And the Cardinal first down.
Green.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
6-yard line.
Murray looking to change the play here. Second and 2. He'll dump this one off to Conner. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Murray, rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down again at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Murray now to throw. Steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going.
There on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 59 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Levis now on second down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Levis. It's complete. Burks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Levis looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And quickly, they get to the line.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it with Connor. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a nice pickup there. Gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Henry again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 4 yards out. And the Titans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. From the gun, again to counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here.
That's one. Hey. Big Ace. Hey, Larry. Stop.
To throw, it's Murray. Out to his left. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. To throw is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, 28 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately,
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
On the ball, now.
Throwing now, here's Levis. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Big
Murray changing the play. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. On the move to his left. This is caught. It's Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now Murray. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the two-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Levis takes a knee here, and that should just about do it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. On the option right, here's Levis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory?
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to